open to things in general. It says, let yourself be open and life will be easier. A spoon of salt in a glass of water makes it almost undrinkable, but a spoon of salt in a lake is almost unnoticed. Again, it says, let yourself be open and life will be easier. A spoon of salt in a glass of water makes it almost undrinkable, while a spoon of salt in a lake is almost unnoticed. So just trying to stay open to things, that when you're open to things that I guess a negative experience isn't going to ruin the whole glass of water, right? That something that feels a little bit challenging is still challenging, right? But it doesn't have to be something that's completely overwhelming in every way. So finding ways to keep staying open, keep your heart open, and I think that working on keeping our bodies open is a great place to start. When we're trying to open our bodies, see where we're feeling tight, see where we're feeling uncomfortable, and sometimes just bringing a little bit of extra comfort to those places, or just the movements that we can, trying to open up right here and now so that we have a little bit more to open up to in the world, right? That we can carry some of that openness with us. So we'll start with our feet about hip width apart, palms facing up, sitting up tall, shoulders on the back, and then you can close the eyes down. So we begin with just a deep breathing, tuning into the breath, and noticing how you feel from head to toes. Notice if there are areas in your body that are feeling tight or caught up. Notice if there's areas that are uncomfortable. But also notice if there's areas that are feeling open. Areas that maybe you wouldn't notice because they feel just fine. Taking the time to notice every little area that you can. And as you breathe deeply, even take the time to notice your heart, to notice your mind. Our minds like to stay busy with thoughts. But if you start to step back from those thoughts and just notice them like cars passing by, then as you continue to breathe deeply, as you've taken the time to notice, to tune in, also take the time to set an intention for your practice, to set the tone for your day. Choosing what you will focus on, choosing where you will have your mind go to the most, choosing where your heart will dwell today. It's a powerful thing. Perhaps you'll even choose to stay more open. Just one more full deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you begin to open your eyes again, you can turn your hands over on the knees. We're going to separate those feet out a little bit wider than hip width. Try to keep your ankles below the knees, and then we'll sway from side to side. Start off with a slow sway, noticing what it feels like as you lean to one side and the other. So lean enough that you start to feel a little bit of a stretch before you come back up and switch sides. Good. And then we can stop. We're going to sit up tall. So now we're going to be leaning over the right leg. We're going to do this 3 times, a little bit more quickly. So you don't have to go all the way. You're just going to start to lean over the leg, and then we're going to sit back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. So it's like you're just swaying over the leg and sitting back up, and just once more. And sit back up. And then we're going over the left leg. Again, you don't have to go all the way. Think of it more as a swaying and sitting back up. Again, over the left leg and back up, and just once more. And sitting back up. Good. From here, we're going to lean towards the right and just look down beside the chair and pause. Take a breath. And sit back up. Then we're going to lean towards the left. So we're going to pause here, look down, and take a breath. And sit back up. Again, we're going to lean towards the right, look down, and breathe. Looking for a bit of a stretch through the left side. As you breathe deeply, try to lengthen even more through the left side. And gently sit back up. Then we'll lean to the left, look down, and now you'll feel that lengthening, that stretching along the right side. With the inhales, try to lengthen into it and expand. And with the exhales, try to relax. And sit back up. Good. We'll do one more time on each side. Lean to the right, look down, full deep breaths. And sit back up. And then lean to the left and look down. Even try to find a little bit of engagement through the low belly. Pulling gently in and up through the low belly to help protect the back. And sit back up. Then we're going to lean forward and look down in between the feet and breathe. Hold here. And sit back up. We'll do this 2 more times. We're going to lean forward and look down. And sit back up. We have just one more time. You're going to lean forward and look down. And sit back up. Then we're going to twist and look over the right shoulder and pause here. Unwind from this, and we'll twist, look over the left shoulder and pause here. And unwind. Again, we're going to exhale as we twist right. Try to keep the spine long and then come back to full deep breaths. Unwind from this. And exhale as you twist left. Again, the spine stays long, twisting as much as you can comfortably go, and then focus on your breath. And unwind. One more time on each side. Keeping this gentle, you're twisting to the right, breathing fully and deeply, and let your eyes keep moving further back. Unwind from this, and then we'll twist to the left, exhaling as you twist. Again, keep it gentle, checking in with the body and breathing deeply. And unwind. From here, we're going to inhale just the right arm up overhead. Try to stretch up and look up like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And then release this down, and then the left arm goes up. And bring it back down. Again, we're going to inhale the right arm up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, back down. Inhale the left arm up, stretch up, look up. And exhale down. One more time on each side, going up. And bring it back down and switch up. And back down. Then the hands can stay on the knees, little torso circles. You're doing circles through the waist, trying to loosen up through the back, loosening up even through the hips, and getting a little massage for those internal organs. And switch direction of those torso circles. Only move as big as it feels right for you. Good, and then you can stop. We're going to sit up tall. Just turn the palms facing up. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, big inhale. And exhale. And once more, big inhale. And exhale. You can turn your hands back over on the knees. We're going to lean towards the right and look down. We're going to sit back up and then lean to the left and look down. Inhale back up. We're going to exhale, lean to the right. Inhale back up and exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back up. One more time on each side. Exhale right. Inhale back up and exhale left. Inhale back up. Now we're going to lean over the right leg and look down towards the foot. We're going to hold here in this. Breathe deeply. And then we'll sit back up. We're going to lean over our left leg, look down towards the foot, and breathe deeply. And sit back up. This time we're going to lean over the right leg again, but we're going to try to round into it a little bit. It's going to feel like the crown of your head is almost trying to come down towards your leg, or your chin is just pulling in towards the chest. And then sit back up. You're going to lean over this left leg just a little bit. Again, you're trying to round. You may not go as far into it. Just breathe into this. Chin is pulling in. Crown of the head's coming down towards the leg. And sit back up. Now this time we're going to try to do this with our spine as long as possible. We're going to lean over the right leg like you're trying to look all the way down at the toes and you're lengthening into this. Hold here. And then sit back up. You're going to keep that spine really long as you lean over the left leg and look down. Only going as far as you can comfortably go. Remember, you're lengthening that spine, you're breathing deeply. And sit back up. Good. From here, we're going to shrug our right shoulder up towards the ear, lengthening the right side. You can start to lean very gently to the left. And then sit back up. You're going to shrug the left shoulder up. Lengthening the left side. If you have space to move, you can lean very gently towards the right. Pause whenever you start to feel a stretch there. And sit back up. We're going to switch sides again. You're going to shrug the right shoulder up. You can press the hand into the thigh. You're lengthening the right side. The belly is strong as you lean to the left. And then your breath is full and deep. The inhales might make you feel like you're lengthening more, and the exhales you try to settle back into it. And sit back up and we'll switch. Shrugging the left shoulder up, you can start to lean towards the right. Again, you're lengthening the left side. You can press the hand into the thigh to help with this, and breathe fully and deeply. And gently sit back up. We're going to take a moment here, just go into little torso circles again. Just making sure you're not overstretching into anything. And then switch direction of those circles. Good. And then you can stop. Here we're going to shrug our right shoulder up one more time. Lengthen the right side. You can press the hand into the thigh. Leaning towards the left if you have the space to lean. Strong through the belly. Think of lengthening kind of up and over towards the left. The right hip is trying to stay pressed down into the chair. And sit back up and we'll switch sides. The left shoulder shrugs up. The hand can press into the thigh. The belly is strong. You're leaning to the right only to the point that you're starting to feel some stretching or a little resistance. Make sure you can stay with that full deep breath. That inhale is helping you to lengthen. Your exhale is helping you kind of soften back into it. And the left hip stays pressed down. And gently sit back up. Good. Here we're going to have the hands on the knees. We're going to lean just a little bit forward and sway a little bit back. So you can move at your own pace, going forward and gently back. Just do this a few times, moving with it, checking in with the body, making sure your back is feeling okay. And once more, you'll go forward and back. And when you're done with that last time, we're just going to sit up tall. Here we're going to bring the legs a little bit closer in. You're back to hip width apart. You're going to take the right hand and reach forward as you exhale. Inhale, sit back up, and we'll switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back up. Again, we switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back up and switch. Exhale, reach. And inhale, back up. One more time on each side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back up and switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back up. Then we're going to sit up tall. We'll inhale both arms up overhead, palms face each other, and exhale back down. We're going to do this 2 more times, keeping those hands about shoulder width apart. And back down, and once more, going up. And back down. Good. For a moment, just roll the shoulders forward. And roll them back. Good. And then you can stop. We're going to bring those arms up overhead again. Imagine this time you're holding on to a block in between those hands. You're going to start to bring these hands down towards the right side of the thigh. And then you're going to bring this back up. You're going to exhale, start to bring this down to the left. Inhale, back up. Imagine you're still holding on to this block. You're going to exhale down to the right. Inhale, back up. And exhale to the left. Inhale, back up. One more time on each side. Exhale down to the right. Inhale, back up. And exhale to the left. And back up. We're going to pause here. Keep the left arm where it is. We're going to sweep the right arm down. And then sweep it back up. And then the left arm's going to move. Sweeping down. And back up. Again, the right arm's going to sweep down. And back up. And the left arm's going to sweep down. And back up. One more time on each side. Right arm down. And back up. And left arm down. And back up. You're going to release this down now. You're going to shake out those arms. Good. And then we're going to shimmy our shoulders like we're doing a little shoulder dance. Good. And then we can stop. Just rest those hands again, back of the hands on the thighs. Sit up tall, big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose, expanding. Exhale, try to release every last drop of air. And once more. From here, you can turn the hands over on the knees. We're just going to lean forward and look down. Just breathe here. If you tend to get dizzy, you'll keep your head above heart level. Otherwise, you can relax into this as much as possible. Full deep breaths, even as you're leaning forward, even if there's a little compression through the belly. Make sure the breath is full and deep and you're expanding and releasing. And then we'll sit back up. Here, we're going to lean more over the right leg, like you're trying to look down beside the foot. And then you'll sit back up. And then we'll go over the left leg, like we're trying to look down beside the foot. And sit back up. These next ones we're going to hold a little bit longer. Lean over the right leg. Look down beside the foot and breathe here. Slowly sit back up. Then we'll lean over the left leg, look down beside the foot, and again, full deep breaths. And sit back up. We'll do one more time on each side. Over the right leg, look down beside the foot. Try to let the breath help to expand you and release you. And sit back up. And one last time over the left leg, looking down beside the foot. Again, only go as far as it feels right for you, and then come back to your breath. And sit back up. Here we're going to separate our legs out a bit wider. You just want to have more stability in your chair. We're going to take our right hand, we're going to exhale, reach across to the left. We'll do this 3 times. We're going to exhale, reach across the body. Inhale, bring it back in. 2 more. You're going to exhale, reach across. Inhale, back in, and 1 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back in. Then we're going to switch. You're going to exhale, reach across. Inhale, back in. We have 2 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back in, and 1 more. Exhale, reach. And inhale, back in. Good. From here, we're going to be alternating sides this time. We'll start with the right arm going across. We're going to exhale, reach across. Inhale back in, and then we switch sides. We're going to exhale, reach. Inhale back in. Again, we switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale back in, and we exhale, reach. And inhale back in. One more time on each side. We reach. And bring it back in, and we reach. And back in. Good. From here, you're just going to sway gently from side to side for a moment. Good. And then you can stop. We're going to sit up tall. We're going to bring both arms up overhead in the shape of a Y. And bring the arms back down 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale back down, and once more up. And back down. Good. From here, we're going to bring just this right arm into a cactus arm. Palm is facing forward. We're just going to see if there's some space to kind of move the arm back. So you're trying to let the shoulder pull gently back and then relax it. We're going to do this 2 more times. You're going to pull it gently back and relax. Once more, pulling it back and relax. Release this down. We're going to roll the shoulder forward and roll it back. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. So your left arm's in that little cactus arm, palms forward, fingers wide. See if you have space to pull the shoulder back, the elbow pulls a little bit back, and then relax it. 2 more times. Don't force anything. You're just trying to open up through the shoulder and then relax. And we have 1 more. You're pulling that shoulder back to open up and relax. Release this down. You're going to roll the shoulder forward and roll it back. Good. And then you can stop. This time we're going to do both arms. You're going to have your arms in cactus arms, palms facing forward, fingers wide. Be gentle. Starting to pull this back. It's going to feel like your upper back is trying to squeeze together some, and then start to relax it a bit. And again, make sure you're not forcing anything. You want to be gentle with your body. And relax. Once more. Pulling this back. Hold here. And relax it. Release this down. You're going to roll those shoulders forward and back. And then we're going to have those shoulders roll forward 1 at a time, like they're following each other around. And back. Good. And then you can stop. From here, we're going to have our right arm down beside us. We're going to do these circles. Be gentle with this, especially if you're close to your neighbor. Make sure you're not going to run into them. Just gentle up and around. If you run into them, just smile and say hello. Just once more. And then switch direction of those circles. Just doing what you can. If you can't get the arm to go all the way up and around, you could just roll the shoulder instead. Once more. Good. And then you can stop. We're going to switch arms now. We're going to start with going up and around, going forward. It's a shoulder movement you're looking for, but again, be careful and be gentle. And then we're going to switch direction of those, going up and back. Move slowly enough that you can tell if you need to stop the movement or something's not right. Just 1 more time. And then we can stop. We're going to have our arms down beside us. Shake it out just a little bit. And then you're going to have your palms face forward. The arms can lift just a bit. We're going to start to pull the arms back. Try to squeeze the upper back together. Feel the shoulders even trying to open. Look up. Breathe here. And then you're going to relax this by letting the arms just drop down beside you. Kind of round it in and the chin drops down. You're going to open this again. Start to pull this back and open. Give a little squeeze. Make sure you're still breathing. And then let this round in. Once more, we're going to open all this up. Try to expand your breathing, feeling the back working, feeling the shoulders work. And then relax this all in. Take a breath here. And then you can bring your hands back to the knees and sit up tall. From here, we're just going to work on these shoulders kind of rolling back to open the chest and then letting them kind of relax in. So you're going to pull those shoulders back to open the chest and then relax. 2 more times. You're going to pull those shoulders back, sit up tall, open up, and relax. Once more, open all this up and relax. Good. We're going to sit up tall again. We're going to let this right shoulder start coming across towards the left leg. Be gentle with it. It doesn't have to go all the way. You're going to exhale, start to bring the right shoulder down and across. Inhale, start to bring this back up. We're going to switch sides. The left shoulder is going to start to come down and across. And we start to sit back up. Again, we'll switch. Right shoulder is coming down and across. We sit back up as we inhale, and then exhale. Left shoulder down and across. Inhale, back up. One more time on each side. Exhale, down and across. Be gentle. Inhale, back up. And exhale, down and across. And back up. So we're going to do these again, but we're going to hold a little bit longer this time. So be gentle with how far you're going. We're bringing that right shoulder down and across the left. You can keep your left forearm on the thigh for more support, and just breathe here. Slowly sit back up. We're going to switch sides. Taking that left shoulder down and across the right. The right forearm can stay on the thigh for support. This does not have to be your biggest movement ever. You just want to make sure you're feeling some movement and you're feeling that breath helping to open you. And start to sit back up. We're going to do this again. Have your left forearm on the thigh for support. Right arm, or the right shoulder is starting to come down and across. Try to stay strong through the low belly. That means you're going to kind of pull back through the low belly to help support the back. And then breathe deeply. And sit back up. We're going to switch one last time. You're going to have your right forearm on the thigh. Left shoulder is coming down and across. You're looking for stretching along through the left ribs and the back. Your low belly staying strong to help protect your low back. Breathe deeply. And sit back up. Good. From here, hands on the knees, little torso circles once again. Just checking in with the body. It's always checking in, listening, making sure what you're doing is right for you. Switch direction of those circles. Good. And then you can stop and we can sit up tall. Bring those legs a little bit closer in now. You're going to start to tap your toes. And then we're going to stop. We're going to try to wiggle the toes. So even if you're wearing closed-toed shoes, try to curl those toes and open them, get them moving around. Good. And then we can stop. We're going to stomp our right foot a few times. And you can stop. You're going to stomp your left foot a few times. And you can stop. Now we're going to tap the heels. And you can stop. We're going to lift the right foot up, little ankle circles. And switch direction. And release. We're going to switch legs, little ankle circles. And switch direction. And release. Then you're going to extend your right leg out, the heel will touch down. You're just going to try to wave through the ankle and the foot moving. So just the ankle's moving, the foot's going to wave at me like you're saying hello. And then you can stop. We're going to bring this back in. We're going to switch. Left heel is down. Just trying to get the ankle to move the foot around, waving the foot like you're saying hello. And bring this back in. We're going to lift the right foot up now. We're going to swing the foot forward and back gently to loosen up the knee. Just once more. And then release it. We're going to switch sides just gently, swinging the foot forward and back. Just once more. And release. We're going to lift the right foot up now, going into hip circles. And switch direction of those circles. Release this. We're going to switch legs, little hip circles. And switch direction. And release. We're now going to lift this right foot up in front of the left knee, or however high you can kind of swing the foot up, getting a rotation through the hip. We're going to do this 3 times. So you're going to start to swing the foot up, and then bring it back down 2 more times. You're going to go up, and back down once more, up, and back down. Then we're going to switch sides. We're going up, and back down, 2 more, up, and back down, 1 more, up, and back down. Now we're going to cross the right ankle over the left. We're going to be squeezing together. So you're going to try to squeeze the legs gently together. Sit up tall, strong through the belly, lengthen up. So we're going to start to relax it, but don't uncross the ankles yet. You're going to relax it for a moment, and then you're going to try to squeeze it all back in. You're lengthening up, even squeezing from the inside all the way up. Think of doing like a little Kegel as you're squeezing everything together. And then relax it. We're going to do 1 more time. We're going to squeeze all of this together. And relax. You're going to uncross. We're going to switch. Left ankle over right. You're going to try to squeeze this all in. It's a gentle squeeze though. Don't strain over it. You're strong through the belly, lengthening up, even keeping the chest open. And then you can relax it. We're going to do 2 more times. Trying to squeeze all of this in, finding strength through the low belly, lengthening up the spine, breathing steadily. And relax. 1 more time. Squeeze it all in. Again, even trying to squeeze from the inside, pulling up, holding here, breathing still. And relax. You're going to uncross. Good. From here, we're just going to extend our right leg out for a moment and shake it around. And then bring it back in. Left leg, shake it around. And bring this back in. From here, we're very slowly going to be lifting the right foot up and bringing it back down. If you need the support of the chair, you can always scoot back a little bit here. You're going to start to lift the right foot slowly up. We're seeing how high the knee can lift. And then slowly lowering down, slow, slow, slow. And then we're going to switch sides. We're going to slowly lift up. See how high the knee can lift without straining. And then slowly, slowly lowering down, nice and slow. So I'm going to count it out this time. We're going to lift for a count of 6 and lower for a count of 7. All right, I know. Here you go. So we're lifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, release. We're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 1 more time on each side, lifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Just plant those feet down. You want those ankles below the knees again. Pressing the feet gently down as you sit up tall. You're about hip width apart. Just turn the palms facing up and try to roll those shoulders back. Chin stays gently lifted. Just a big breath in. And out. And again, full breath in. And out. And once more, in. And out. Turn the hands over on the knees. We're just going to go through some breathing and trying to loosen up the spine. You'll be inhaling, trying to push the chest forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Look up. Exhale, gently round into this. Chin drops down. You scoop out the middle. Inhale, push the chest forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round into this. Chin drops down. Inhale, push the chest forward, squeezing back. Exhale, gently round. You're going to do 3 more on your own. So you're just moving at your own pace, listening to your body. Just taking your time with this. There's no right or wrong in it, as long as you're listening to your body and moving in a way that feels right for you. When you're done with your last round, you can sit up tall, but take your time. If you're still in your second round, just finish up your third. As you're ready, as you're done, just sitting up tall again. You're going to start to scoot back in your chair. We are going to do just another little round of counted out breathing, where we're trying to let our arms float up and float back down. When I say float up, it's kind of like thinking of being like all loose, and the arms just feel like they're being lifted up with your breath, right? So they're just floating, 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 as high as you can get as we're counting, and then exhaling, and they're just floating down. So you want it to feel like very, very light efforts. So we're going to do this for a count of 6 going up and 6 going down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Really trying to inhale as fully and deeply as you can. 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time through. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Biggest exhale you can do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So from here, just turn your palms facing up for a moment. Before we do our closed eyes breathing, just see if you can do a little bit of counted breathing in your own mind with your eyes open. And as we do this, even think of the belly kind of pushing out as you're inhaling, like you're inflating like a balloon, and then it's going to pull back in like you're deflating it. Now, as you're counting your breath, however long you can inhale, whether that's a count of 4, a count of 6, a count of 10, you want to make sure that your exhale is just as deep, if not even deeper. So just gently counting in, trying to expand, lengthening the belly. You might feel like it's inflating some. The diaphragm is working. You exhale, that diaphragm is working, pushing all the air out, counting down. How much can you release? Just 2 more rounds of breathing in this way. If you haven't already completed, that will be your completion. So take your time. And then you can adjust in your chair. If you need to get a little more comfortable, you can get more comfortable. Make sure you try to keep those shoulders pulled a little bit back. Keeping the ankles below the knees, just a good seated position. And then close your eyes down now for your last little round of closed eyes breathing. Now with your eyes closed, tuning into your breath, check in with your body just like you did at the beginning of class. Take the time to notice. Sometimes after moving we may feel better, and sometimes you might feel the same. But whatever you're finding, notice. Notice it without any judgment. Notice it with some more openness. That even if there's pain, that maybe it doesn't take over that whole glass of water. It's like you have a lake instead. Right? When you stay open, somehow we can handle a little bit more. We can find some peace, even through the trials and the challenges. Continue to breathe deeply. And with your breath, let yourself begin to open more and more. And with all of this openness, just bring your mind, your heart back one more time to that intention you set at the beginning of your practice. May it be something that you can keep coming back to, no matter what kind of day you have, knowing that your choice and where you're going to let your heart and mind dwell is a very important choice. It's a powerful one. Keep choosing wisely. Keep tuning in. Just one more full deep breath in and out. As you begin to open your eyes again, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes around. And then we can wrap it up with singing this little light of mine 2 times through. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.